Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yesterday, again, we saw US market bouncing back very strongly. Yesterday, again, US market has bounced back very sharply. The S&P 500 was up by around 2%, and Nasdaq was in a second day row was up over 3%. Uh, Futures are marginally negative. Asian markets, various Asian markets are closed like China, Hong Kong, and all. So other markets are all positive by around 0.5 to 1%. And in commodity, we are seeing some softness. Oil is now below $90. Yesterday, it went up to around $91. So right now, around $89.5. And even aluminum and LME was down by around 2%, and copper was flat yesterday. Today we have a budget which is very crucial and can drive the market in today's trade. What we had seen that the expectations are not so great in this budget. Uh, in fact, most of the indirect tax like GST and all are handled in outside the budgets. Key thing is direct tax and import duties. These get some revisions in this budget. So the key theme is whether we can get some boost to demand side. We are seeing softness in demand across various sectors in the bottom of pyramid, auto and all. And also we are seeing uh, continuation of infrastructure spending, whether the government keep the infrastructure spending high, like what it has kept last time also. So these two themes are the key which need to be observed in the market. Fiscal deficit, which was at around projections was at around 6.8 last time, which is expected to be met even without a lot of disinvestment target not achieved because of the buoyancy in the tax collections and all. But going forward, this fiscal deficit is likely to come off. The market projections or expectation is that somewhere around 5.7 to 5.8% fiscal deficit will be there. Long term, they have to bring it down around 3.5%, but it will be a gradual process. So still budget deficit will continue to remain high, and which will have some leeway for government to spend on the infrastructure and even boost of demand. So let us see how the budget turn out today, and then we'll update accordingly. Now I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yeah, good morning, all of you. Before event yesterday, we see the positive momentum in market, and Nifty managed to sustain 17,340 level near that level. Today, we expect gap up open before event, but upside next important resistance for Nifty is 17,420-450 in upside. If Nifty clear this, then we expect further momentum towards 17,500 and 600 in upside. Important support place at 17,240, 17,170 that downside. If Nifty break this level, then we can see the next important support zone is 17,000. So you can keep watch this important support and resistance. In event specific market remain highly volatile in session in today. Bank Nifty also trading in above the important support zone. That first support zone for Bank Nifty is 37,700. That is 100 DMA. So we can expect below that if Bank Nifty break that level, the then next important support zone is to 50 DMA. This come around 3,700, 37,000, and next 36,800. Upside important resistance for Bank Nifty is 38,500. If break that level, then next important is 38,850 level, and then 39,240 next important resistance for Bank Nifty. Nifty Finance also trading important support zone, that is 17,600 500, and for first immediate resistance for Nifty Finance 17,730. If break that level, then we expect further is 17,800 and 900 in upside. Support place at first support is 17,500 and 17,400, next support zone for Nifty Finance. In stock specific, NMTC looks positive at current level. Upside 152 is first target, and stop loss place around 130 to 134 at downside. Navin Fluoro looks positive above 39 40 level, and yesterday close above that important level. So we expect further momentum towards 4200, and support place around 3800 at downside. Tata Motors also looks positive at current level. Yesterday close above 12 14 level, and we expect further momentum towards 530 to 540 in upside. And downside 497 is an important support zone for Tata Motors. That's it for technical. Derivative I can carry.
Yeah, thank you, Vikas. See, on the derivative front, looking at the overall open interest with budget announcement today, there was bound to be, liquidation of open interest, which has happened. So Nifty is light on open interest, and it will go in direction depending on the announcements. But one look at the other data, the VIX has increased, while the open interest on the put side continues to be soft. The 17,500 and above all call strikes have witnessed high amount of open interest built up, suggesting resistance on the upside above 17,500 odd levels. So there will be selling around 17,500 levels. We don't see Nifty going up or closing up above 17,500 very soon. So from this is from the data. We believe Nifty can probably witness some selling pressure for today, and likely to retest its 17,000 odd levels in the day or two. So we expect some profit booking coming in for the next couple of days. From the stock specific front, see, pharma was very good yesterday, and it will continue to move up today as well. Overall, we saw some good amount of selling on rise in the metal space. And metals is, I believe, one sector where buying can come in. Open interest has been shed, which is a very good sign for metals, and that is why metals can probably move up. And now in the last few days, NMDC sale, National Aluminium, which are the PSUs in the metal space, they have actually witnessed a lot of shedding of open interest. They are becoming lighter, and also one important thing is even the private space like Tata Steel, JSW Steel, they don't have much open interest. So though that follow-up selling will not probably come. So if not now, but probably later in the expiry, you will see them moving up. So this is one space where one needs to buy. That's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. Today, auto numbers will be announced for the month of January. They are likely to be impacted by the third wave of COVID, as we saw in Jan, as well as continuing chip shortages. Again, the maximum negative impact will be seen in two-wheelers, where the demand is already low. We expect on an average two-wheeler company volumes to decline by 15%. Tractor companies again likely to see a similar kind of decline. So Escorts, M&M both expected to see a decline of almost 25%. So we are again seeing that rural is severely impacted whenever the COVID waves occur. On the other hand, despite the third wave, passenger vehicle sales are expected to be flattish for Maruti. Whereas for Tata Motors, they are expected to increase by around 20 odd percent. On the commercial vehicle side, expect around 10% kind of growth for Tata Motors, and around a 14% kind of decline for Ashok Leyland. So we need to see commercial vehicles growth has come off in recent months, whether they can sustain in the positive territory going forward. On the result side, Karur Vysya Bank result was above expectation because of lower provisions and slippages. However, loan growth remains low at just 7% year on year. We feel that this is a decent bank available at similar valuations of at what PSU banks are available. So instead of bottom fishing for PSU banks, we prefer this bank to ride the upturn whenever the loan growth picks up. There is a good scope for re-rating here, but it will take some time. So long-term investors can consider the stock. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Yesterday, Ajanta came out with the results, Ajanta Pharma, and results were in line with expectation. Even commentary was quite neutral, as the company has maintained that they would be growing in low to mid-teens with maintaining margins at 30% EBITDA. Britannia outlook is also neutral post the commentary yesterday. Sun Pharma came out with the results, and results were expectation. In fact, the commentary was also positive. The global specialty business has started picking up, and that is going strong. So for future also, we expect the Sun Pharma to remain in positive territory. And anyways, in the large caps, we are positive on Sun Pharma and Cipla. Naveen Fluorine came out with the results, and results were above expectations. The main positive surprise was the margins, which came at 26% versus expectation of 24. Whereas on the other side, the other specialty chemical company like Vinati Organics came out with marginally below expectations. Here, the negative was the margin, which came at 25%, and expectation was 28. The stock is expensive at 42 times. That is why we can expect some negative reaction in today's trade for Vinati. UPL came in with the results, and results were above expectations. Sales grew by 24% YY, and EBITDA margins were also improved to 23% versus expectation of 22. The stock is trading 13 times FY23, and this is a positive reaction. And I think the result came during market as yesterday. So, anyways, we have seen one leg of the reaction yesterday, but I think the commentary is positive. So, we would like to maintain a positive view on this. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Subex has posted its result yesterday. The company has posted declining set of numbers for the quarter, although revenue came in line Q on Q. However, the margins were impacted, and EBITDA margins came at 9.1% versus QOQ of 11.5% versus year on year 26.5%. This is the third quarter where Subex has posted declined set of numbers for the quarter. Stock is trading at 73.4 times TTM EPS. Shipping Corporation has posted improved set of numbers both on the revenue and the margin front. Stock is trading at 7.2 times TTM EPS. Thank you.
Good morning. Orient Cement result was below expectation. Revenue came at 618 crores versus expectation of 650 crores. EBITDA came at 118 crores versus expectation of 135 crores. The margins are also below expectation at 19% versus 21%. The company has also declared interim dividend of 0.75 per share and a fixed 10th February as the record date. The share is trading at EV by EBITDA of 6 times FY23 EBITDA. Godavari Power and ISPAT result was okay. Revenue came at 1600 crores versus 1274 crores quarter on quarter. EBITDA came at 493 crores versus 436 crores sequentially. Jindal saw result posted declining set of numbers. EBITDA came at 205 crores versus 378 crores quarter on quarter. The share is trading at EV by EBITDA of 4.9 times FY23 EBITDA. Thank you.
So Tata Motors announced its result yesterday. The results were in line with expectation on a consolidated basis. The revenue on a sequential basis rose up to 17%, but on a YOY basis, it declined by 4.5%. On JLR, JLR had, I'm sorry, JLR numbers were better than expected. The JLR's medium and long-term financial targets under the reimagined strategy remains good. Wholesale to dealers in Q3 were around 69,182 units, up 8% on a sequential basis, with production volumes up 41% to 17,184 units. The mix of electrified retail sales increased to 69% in Q3 compared to 53% a year ago. The total in Q3 investment was at 502 million pounds. The order book also hits new records of 1,55,000 units, up 30,000 units, reflecting strong demand for its new Range Rover. The share is trading at a PE of 16.4 times FY23 EPS. We are positive on a long-term basis. Thank you.
Yeah, few more results. Yeah, Tata Motor, what was the expectation was that about the availability of semiconductors and how that will behave in Q4. So management has indicated that the improvement is happening, but it is gradual and not like there will be any great bounce back. So the production will increase and there is a very good demand, and because of the demand the sales will improve, but it will be a gradual process. After every quarter, in next 2 to 3 quarter, it will take at least 1 year to normalize. So overall outlook is positive from a long-term perspective for Tata Motor. Apart from that, DLF came up with the numbers, and the financials numbers were in line, and booking was also strong. What we had seen in other real estate company also, similarly, the booking for DLF has also come at 2018 crore, up by almost 100% year on year, and up by around 40-50% quarter on quarter. So the booking was quite strong, and even DLF has launched one premium project, and in January, where they had already garnered around 1,500 crore sales in that project. So outlook also looks quite positive for DLF. Then result for tomorrow. Tomorrow results of Alkyl Amines is likely to report numbers. Quarter on quarter, it is likely to remain flattish. Last quarter, the margin came off very sharply. Company used to do around 30% plus margin, and that has declined to over 20% in last quarter, and this is likely to remain there only. So continue to remain soft. Then Balrampur Chini is likely to report number. Here the result is likely to show improvement. Yesterday we had seen that the Dwarkesh Sugar has reported good numbers. So similarly, Balrampur Chini is also likely to report good numbers. Then Blue Star numbers are there. They are likely to be okay set of numbers, wherein quarter on quarter the margins are likely to remain same, and quarter on quarter the revenue is likely to grow by around 3%, and year on year the revenue is likely to grow by around 14%. Then Dabur is likely to report number. Here again, the result is expected to be okay set of numbers. Volume growth expected at around 4.5%, and margins are likely to remain stable at around 21%. Then Dhanuka Agritech is likely to report number. Here the numbers are likely to show improvement year on year by around revenue likely to grow by around 15%, and EBITDA margin is likely to grow by around 30-40 basis point, or EBITDA, absolute EBITDA is likely to grow by around 17%. Then JK Lakshmi Cement, what we had seen in other cement also, is likely to show declining set of numbers, where EBITDA per ton is likely to decline by around 100 rupees quarter on quarter. Then Jubilant Food is likely to report number. Here the numbers are likely to show improvement. SSSG growth, there is same store sales growth is likely at around 10% year on year, and revenue growth is likely at around 16%. And EBITDA margins are also likely to show improvement both quarter on quarter and year on year. So numbers are likely to show improvement. Then Then Somani Ceramic result is likely to be announced, and here again results is likely to be more of okay set of number. We had seen that the Kajaria Ceramic also shown reasonable set of numbers. Here revenues is likely to grow by around 21%, but margins are likely to remain under pressure because of the increasing cost. Then Tata Consumer Product is likely to report number. Here the numbers are likely to show improvement. We had seen that subsidiary of Tata Consumer, that is Tata Coffee, has reported good numbers. And apart from that, the domestic business is likely to grow by around 6% year on year, but EBITDA margin is likely to show improvement of around 200 bips year on year and around 20 bips quarter on quarter. So some improvement expected in Tata Consumers. HDFC is likely to show report numbers. Here the numbers are likely to show some improvement. Quarter on quarter, NII is likely to grow by around 7%, and PBP is likely to grow by around 30% quarter on quarter. And provisioning is also likely to remain stable. Then M&M Finance is likely to report numbers. So operationally, numbers will be more of a flattish quarter on quarter, or may see some decline. But decline in the provisioning year on year will be a major trigger for higher profit. Last quarter, company reported the write back of provision. So from negative, it will be this quarter, it will be a positive, but year on year, it will show some decline. So Mahindra and Mahindra Finance, more of a okay set of numbers. So that's all from us. Thank you very much, and have a good day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.